welcome back to my channel. And if you are somebody who is new, hello, my name is Shikha and I make fashion and lifestyle videos here on YouTube. And for today's video, I'll be creating this beautiful party look with the bold red lip and the neutral eye. And also I'll be sharing lots of different tips and tricks on how to make your makeup last long. So if you are interested in knowing how I created this look, please keep on watching. Okay guys, so I'm starting with my clean skin. I have on a moisturizer and a sunscreen, and now I'm going on with a lip balm. I love this one. This is from Jane Ardell and this one is in the shade Forever Pink. This smells so good and it's like super hydrating without being heavy on lips, but I love this one for daily use. Highly recommend it. And this one also comes in two other shades, Forever Red and Peach. I haven't tried the peach one, but I have tried red one. It is little darker than this one, but then I prefer this one. Next up, I am going with the eye cream. This one is from Bobbi Brown. A little bit goes a long way. If you are someone who doesn't like heavy creams, if you have like oily to combination skin, I definitely recommend this one. But if you do not have it, you can use any eye cream of your choice. I'm just using this one because we'll be using a lot of concealer and color corrector today, so it's always a great idea when your under eyes is nice and hydrated. Next up, I'm going on with this primer from the brand called as By Terry, and it's their Hyaluronic Hydra primer, and I absolutely love the formula of this one. It's super lightweight, non-sticky, and still holds on to the makeup. But if you are someone who have like extremely oily skin, I wouldn't recommend this primer to you. The Bold Professional one, the Smashbox one, that is absolutely amazing. But since it's super cold right now, I'm going on with the hydrating primer. So this will just make sure that my skin is all nice and hydrated. Even if you want to mix two primers because you have different concern, for example, like if you have a lot of pores over here, you can use the Smashbox one or the Bold Professional one here, and then in rest of your face you can go ahead with this primer. But usually this one works for me, so I will be going on with little. And the texture of this one is absolutely amazing. It's like super smooth and just feels very, very nice on skin. So I'm gonna just apply a little bit over here, and as you can see, it just smooths out any imperfections. My skin is all nice and primed, and as you can see, this one looks much better than before already. If you are somebody who feels like your makeup moves a lot or you have like extremely oily skin, I definitely recommend this step. So you can use any setting spray of your choice. I love this one from Urban Decay, and spray your face a little before starting with next step. I usually like to apply it after my primer, and this just does such a beautiful job in holding on to the makeup. Next up, I'll be using a color corrector. This one is from Becca. So this is in the shade medium to deep, and it's their under eye brightening corrector. So usually I do not color correct, but since today I'm doing a party makeup, I want it to look all nice and flawless. And if you are somebody who is similar to my skin tone or maybe a little darker than me, you guys know that the darkness is such a major concern when it comes to brown skin, because no matter which concealer you apply, sometimes it gets gray. If you are somebody facing that issue, I highly recommend using any color corrector. I recommend the peach one. You can also go with the orange one, but if you are a beginner, I feel like this one works really, really well. So I'll just use a little bit of product, go on here where I feel like I have darkness, and I think I took a lot of product, so I'm gonna just use this one here as well. A little bit goes a very, very long way. And also here I have a little bit of acne scar here as well. I feel like especially if you are South Asian, this is the area which is of major concern for us. And then for concealer today, I'll be using this one from Merit. This is a stick concealer and I absolutely love the formula. This one is in the shade Khaki. So this shade is really, really nice if you are somebody closer to my skin tone and you prefer your concealer to be a little lighter. Personally for me, I like concealer to match my skin tone, so I like to mix this and this one from Bare Minerals. So I will do that, but then it blends really, really nicely on its own as well. So sometimes I'll use just this and sometimes I'll mix it. Let's see what I feel today. I'm just gonna apply it, and I think I'll mix a little bit. Like this is Bare Mineral Bare Skin Concealer in the shade Dark to Deep. It's very dark on its own, so I highly recommend mixing, but then the formula of this one is really, really great. And for blending, I'm using a damp beauty blender. If you feel like it has excess water, you can just take a tissue and press it, and then the excess of water will be here. If you want to invest in any makeup application product, I feel like Original Beauty Blender is the best. It just does the job. I almost use this stuff daily and still it is going super strong. If you are planning on investing in one beauty blender, definitely do that. It will change your makeup game, I promise. I'm using this one from NYX. I have used this till death. I am almost like hitting the pan on this one. This is such a great drugstore find if you are looking for a translucent powder. I highly recommend this one. This is budget friendly and works really well. So I'm just gonna take a little brush and just take a little, tap the excess and just go under my eyes. And if you are somebody closer to my skin tone and you have the concern of powder leaving the overcast, this one is really great. As you can see, no white cast, because as you can see, this one looks a little oily if I compare this to this. This one will just ensure that my skin is not getting oily, and this is like super hard to do here because I'm literally sitting in my kitchen. This is my kitchen island because I didn't have any portable table as of now. For those of you guys who do not know, we just moved into this new space and I'm still setting up the space. I'm working on setting up my studio. So as of now, this is my temporary filming space. My foundation, and I'll be using this one from Dior. If you are someone who is going to any event or you want your makeup to last for a pretty long time, I trust this one. Like, this one will be there. Such a perfect match, super lightweight, and it's not very full coverage, but with like concealer, and you can definitely layer this thing up. So yeah, it does gives a good amount of coverage. And I am in the shade 401, and this one comes in a spray bottle like this. So you just want to shake this thing up, just spray a little bit of product, and I'm going just with my beauty blender. I'll take a little bit of product and go over here, and as you can see, this one is like my perfect match. If I have to use one foundation for rest of my life, this will be it. Long lasting, and also it comes in so many different shades. So if you have trouble finding a good quality foundation, definitely check this one out. Just take a little bit at a time and then just apply it and see if I need more in a specific area, and then I will go ahead with the second layer. Otherwise, I just leave it like that. I'm gonna just take a little bit and drag it here as well. Next up, I'll be using this matchstick from Fenty Beauty. This one is in the shade Truffle, and this will last you forever, I promise. And the shade match is absolutely amazing if you are somebody closer to my skin tone. So I am just looking at my bone, where the bone is, and then just apply a little bit here, a little bit here, some more here. I will go like this. And then using this brush, I'm gonna blend it. I think this brush is from the brand called as Crown. You can use any brush of your choice. So I'm just gonna blend this, and you will see it just blends like dream. And as you can see, when you blend this thing, it gets extended. So that is the reason why I just made a little small line. Gonna blend it here. And for bronzer today, I'm using this one from NARS. This one is in the shade Laguna. If you are somebody closer to my skin tone, this is such a great bronzer. I wanted to test it first because bronzer, especially for brown skin, can get really tricky. Sometimes it's very cool tone, sometimes it gets red, but this one is really great. And usually I get bronzers in mini size because then you need a little bit, and if I'm buying like a bigger one, it gets expired and then a lot of wastage. So I'm just gonna take a big fluffy so I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and then just take a little bit of product, tap the excess. I will just go over here on top of the cream product with very light hands, and I'm using the same rule here. I'll just take a little bit of product and see if I need more. This tip will make sure that you're not using a lot of product, because if you're using less, you can always layer it on, but if you're using a lot at the beginning only, you can't really do anything. So I am just taking it here and connecting to my hairline in the back. And I'm using this cream blush today from Vapor Beauty. This shade is so beautiful. And as I said earlier, since we are going for like long lasting makeup, I'm layering a lot of cream products and then using powder products on top of that. And this is like very lightweight, very subtle blush. Blend it using my beauty blender, and I am going in the upward motion like so. Even if you have by mistake used a lot of product, you can just go on with the tapping motion and it absorbs the extra product. On top of that, I'll be using this blush from Hourglass Cosmetics. This is in the shade Mood Exposure, and this is also a very nice lightweight blush. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a very light hands with this one as well in the upward motion. This blush is super pretty. If you are somebody closer to my skin tone and you're looking for a perfect pink blush, I definitely recommend this one from Hourglass Cosmetics. This is just a subtle pink. And for highlighter today, I'm using this one from Merit Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Bounce. So this is a highlighting balm, and this is so pretty. I can definitely say that this is like one of the best highlighters I have ever tried, because it's not overpowering whatsoever. Very subtle. It gives you that dewy look. It's not like powdery streaky lines. I love that thing about this one. Did you see that? It's so pretty. Again, I'm using this beauty blender, and as you can see, this adds just a subtle amount of highlight which you need, in my opinion. For brows, I'm using this product from It Cosmetics. It's in the shade Universal Top, and I will show you some of my tips which I like to use when doing my brows. Generally start from here, not from the very beginning, but then halfway from here. I'll just draw a line like so, as you can see, and then move upwards, and I'll just try to fill in the gaps. Okay, I personally do not prefer like well defined eyebrows. I want it to look filled but not filled. I don't know what I'm saying but you'll see. And then I'm gonna go towards the arch which is on top, and then define this arch, and I'll just do like little strokes like this in front. And this is how I like to do my eyebrows. Brush my brows to see if it is okay, and this one doesn't have to be perfect whatsoever. And on top of that, I have this volumizing pomade from Merit, again in the shade Black and Brown. If you are somebody who feels like their eyebrow hair moves a lot, this is such a great product. And as you can see, there is a lot of product on top, so I'm just gonna wipe the excess, and I am like barely taking anything, just a little bit. Okay, moving on to eyes, I'm using this primer from Urban Decay. If you are using any eyeshadow palette and you feel like the pigment doesn't show up, I highly recommend using any eye primer, and really changes your eyeshadow game. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit, and using my finger, I'm gonna blend it. And for the eyes, I'm not doing much because in the end I'm going with a bold red lip. So I want my eyes to be neutral, so I'll be using this palette from Urban Decay. If you are someone closer to my skin and you're looking for like everyday shades, I feel like this is such a great palette. And I'm gonna be using this shade right here. I'm taking a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go from the corner to the center, doing the same in my lower lash line. You can totally use your bronzer as well here. So as you can see, this just provided a little warmth to my eyes. And then I'm going with this darker shade. I'm just taking very little amount of it for the outer corners so that it doesn't look like flat. I'm just adding a little bit of shadows here. So going in my lower lash line with the same dark shade. Eyeliner from Pixie Beauty. This is a brown eyeliner, and this is in the shade Black Cacao. It's super creamy, so you want to be very careful with that. And I'm barely using it in half of the eyelid. Doing the same thing here. I'm taking this flat brush, smudge this eyeliner, and I'm extending this one towards the front and then going backwards like so. Okay, so I'm done with the smudging, and I love how this one looks like, but if you want to, you can totally go ahead with the black eyeliner. Brown is just a comfortable spot for me. So yeah, I mostly use brown eyeliner. And then I'm gonna use this eyelash curler. Tool looks really scary, but I promise this is not at all scary, and it changes your mascara game. And you just want to hold it here for about 10 to 20 seconds. And for mascara today, I'm using this one from Beauty Counter. This is in the shade Better Black, and oh my god, this is really amazing. I discovered it few days back. Oops. Okay, I was right. I discovered it few days back and I shared it over my Instagram. And this is how the wand looks like. It's really nice. It lengthens, adds the volume, everything you need. And especially if you are somebody who cannot apply falsies, I feel like investing in a good mascara is really helpful. I don't know if it's catching on camera, but in person, this one looks insanely long. And look at this one. Sad. Let's make this one happy as well. Okay, so I am done with my mascara and look how pretty. I will also be taking a little bit of highlighter, the same one from Merit. I'll be taking this brush. You can take any small brush and I will just go a little over here on the high points. Okay, as you can see, it added a subtle glow here. So pretty. Okay, and for lips today, I'm using this lipstick from Christian Dior, and oh my god, this is amazing. Like, look at the red color. It's perfection. It's in the shade 760 Favorite Velvet, and this just feels very soft on lips. It's not at all drying and looks really great. I feel like this shade will flatter a lot of different skin tone. The only thing is that I do not prefer using any lip liner or lip balm before applying this, because then I feel like that disturbs the formula of this lipstick. So I'm just gonna wipe the lip balm, and this shade is like similar to Ruby Woo, but the only difference between the Ruby Woo and this one is that Ruby Woo is like super drying, but this one is really good, very comfortable on lips. So yeah. Okay, so this is how the shade looks on my lips. If you are looking for a perfect red lip, I feel like the shade 760 is amazing. The finish is absolutely amazing. It feels like you have nothing on your lips still. It's like super pigmented, as you can see. And usually I do not wear such dark shades, but I feel like it looks nice when you are going for any special event. And lastly, I'll be using this powder from By Terry, and this is again a translucent powder. You can totally use the NYX one as well. Yogi is there. You can totally use the NYX one as well, which I used before, but I just wanted to show you this powder as well. This is really great and just helps in mattifying the skin. The formula is absolutely stunning, leaves no overcast, and I feel like this is such a great size to carry with you. It comes with this applicator, so you just take a little bit, and I'm just going on over here just so that my skin is all nice and matte. If you feel like your skin gets oily throughout the day, you can keep this in your purse, and it's such a great product for touch-ups. And I do have like oily to combination skin, so sometimes my skin can get oily, so I keep this usually with me. Okay, and lastly, I'll be going on with this Urban Decay On Lighter setting spray. So I'll just wait for my face to get dry, change the dress. And about hair, I did curl my hair after so long, just for purpose of this video. Otherwise I'm like super lazy. I do not curl my hair. It will be just nice and straight. That's my natural hair, and I feel like that looks good and it's effortless. I usually leave it like that, and I didn't curl it on camera, otherwise it will take me forever. This video will be super long, but if you are somebody who have similar hair texture like straight and your curls doesn't hold, I have done a full video where I have shared my tips, how I like to curl my hair, what product I like to use. I will link that video above here so that you can go ahead and have a look, and also I will be linking the video in my description box. So yeah, feel free to check. I have shared lots of great tips. So let me just change my dress and come back. Alright you guys, so this is how my makeup turned out, and I feel like red lip is such a classic color, and no matter what skin tone you are, if you put on a red lip, you will look like $1 million babe for sure. Also, this look wouldn't be complete without a nice fragrance. I wanted to share this one from Gucci. This smells So nice. Like, I don't even have words. It feels like you're walking in a rose garden. It's so beautiful and very, very feminine, and it lasts pretty long time. Yeah, just really, really great. If you're looking for a nice high quality perfume, definitely recommend this one. I am like literally obsessed. I've been wearing this one from the day I got this. So yeah, definitely check this one out. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and found the tips which I shared helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comment section. So Yogi wanted me to join for the outro, and all the products which I used will be linked in the description box down below. And we are going to talk to you in my next one. Bye. Yogi, say bye. Bye bye bye. Bye.